everyone. Welcome to our series on Understanding Dementia, brought to you by Fei Yue Community Mental Health Department. I'm Nicole. In the previous week, I've covered what are some signs and symptoms of dementia. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about what are some risk factors that could lead to dementia. Firstly, age is definitely a risk factor of dementia. Although dementia is not a normal part of aging, the older population is at a higher risk of getting dementia as compared to someone who is younger. Studies have also shown that 1 out of 10 people over the age of 60 is diagnosed with dementia. Hence, the risk of getting dementia increases along with the age group. Secondly, genetics. Some people might question if dementia is hereditary. Majority of dementia is actually not inherited by children or their grandchildren. However, if an individual has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's at an earlier age, for instance 60 years old and younger, the chances of Alzheimer's being hereditary is higher. An example of such a dementia that could be hereditary is frontotemporal dementia. Underlying medical conditions such as having chronic conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or even high sugar levels could also increase the risk of having dementia as well. This is especially so if these conditions are poorly controlled. Studies have also shown that excessive smoking and drinking could lead to a risk of developing stroke and cognitive impairment, which also puts an individual at risk of vascular dementia. Next is the lack of social interaction. You may question what is the association between social isolation and dementia. A study has found that people who experience loneliness had a higher risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Social isolation also increases the risk of having cognitive impairment as well. So what actually goes on while we're interacting with our friends? Our brains are at work and we are kept active. We engage in conversations and think about our responses. As a result, our minds are kept stimulated. Last but not least is physical activity. You may be surprised to know that people who hardly engage in daily physical activities were twice as likely as those who exercise regularly in developing Alzheimer's disease. You often hear it on the news where people are still encouraged to engage in some form of light exercises. Why is this so? There is a clear link between physical activity and cognitive performance. Physical activities like exercises can actually prevent a cognitive decline in our later life. I've covered some risk factors on dementia and hope that you've taken away some information on what they are and how it affects us. We thank you for supporting our series on Understanding Dementia by Fei Yue Community Mental Health Department. I'm Nicole. See you in the next episode.